Virgo, welcome to your monthly November Sun, Moon, and Rising general reading. Thank you for being here. If you're new to Free.Spirit.Tarot, then I'm glad you're here. So at the monthlies, at all my readings, I use the 7-day planetary system to do all my readings. And on the monthly readings, I just do it a different way. I flow it a different way. It's not, well, yeah, you'll get it. So anyway, so for the moon position, right, we're going to look at what you personally need to ground yourself and how you're personally nurturing yourself as well as others. In the Mars position, we look at how you push that intention out, that automatic response to the world of how you take action. So how people see you and also how you push your energy out, like I said. Then in the Mercury position, we're going to look at how you're manifesting things, what you're really thinking about, what you're worrying about, the real question in your mind, how you're being creative in the situation. Then we're going to expand into the future with Jupiter and see how you're moving into the future. You know, what's kind of coming into your life a little bit, you know, what's kind of expanding a lot in your life. What's the future, outcome sort of looking like, luck, etc. Then we're going to jump into the past a little bit with Venus on the things that we've already known and want, partner of interest, what you sort of want the outcome to be, what sort of affected your current week. Then we're going to slide right into freaking Saturn and figure out what you need to get into the nitty gritty of, what you need to put more focus and effort in to have a really good, long lasting, beneficial future. And what you sort of need to restrict so that way that could be useful as well. Then we're going to shine right into the Sun position to figure out what you will be seen for at the end of this month. What you will be shining like a little bit. What is your vitality and your personal energy going to be looking like, your aura, in a sense. All right, so we're going to start off with emanations, aka heaven or freaking hell. You better believe it. And then we're going to clarify your tarot spread with the Line Strider, my favorite deck currently. At the end, we'll get a planetary card and a number card. Damn right, let's dance. Alright, so what do we have for Virgo? If I said Leo, I apologize. I just did Leo. This is for Virgo, November, for the month of November, Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, for the month of November, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do we have? Heaven or hell? Heaven or hell for Virgo? Heaven or hell? Virgo, heaven or hell? Heaven or hell? Heaven or hell? Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, you have hell. Bina. So this is the position on the tree of knowledge. You are learning that you are here at this month is to give knowledge and wisdom. The more knowledge you give to others, the better your outcome this month will be. The more you can support others, because this month you're able to support people with knowledge and wisdom, basically, without diminishing your own light and diminishing your own resources. And this is going to allow you to propel yourself forward greatly. Alright, so it's about you offering that knowledge and wisdom for people to grow and learn and expand in their own way. Okay? Oh, yes. Underlining emanation is chest, hell. So you have already been pulled together with people that you possibly didn't want to be around for a period of time. However, you're finding it's about really sort of separating a little bit from them. You don't have to be around these people anymore because you learned. It's all about learning that other people have goals, dreams, passions, and desires just like you. Kind of humbling yourself up a bit. So you sort of learn that lesson of, learn to be a little bit more humble in your situation. Helping you connect a little bit better with people. Virgo, if this resonates, like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell and stop playing with your boy to receive more videos I do here in the future. Also check below for all things Free Spirit Tarot related. You better believe it. Alright, let's go ahead and get into your spread. Let's get into your spread. What do we have for Virgo for the month of November? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah. What do we have for Virgo for the month of November? Sun, Moon, and Rising. 5 shuffles. What do we have for the month of November for Virgo? Sun, ooh, Virgo almost dropped the ball. Sun, Moon, and Rising. 3 more shuffles. Make it 6 for Virgo. Yeah. What do we have for Virgo for the month of November? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Two more shuffles. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo for the month of November? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo for the month of November? Let me get one more shuffle. No, this is it. Sun, Moon, Rising. It felt really good when I did it right there. All right, Virgo, let's dance, baby. So we got the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. In the Moon position, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse in Mars position. We have the 9 of Swords, just like Leo, in the Mercury position. Wow. Oh my goodness. 6 of Swords in the Jupiter position. The Page of Swords in reverse. In the Venus position, we have Justice in reverse. In the Saturn position, and we have the 6 of Pentacles in the Sun position. Underlining energy is the 7 of Cups in reverse, Virgo. So this is about you taking action and not allowing the things that you desire to keep you in fantasy. You know, you might have taken a little bit of action on the things you desire, but you were more in fantasy land. Really, this month is you kind of really seeing what those things are, for what they really are. Instead of fantasizing over it, you're getting the reality out of the things that you are fantasizing about, you know? So you're actually connecting with a person. You're actually going out to a restaurant and trying out what it is that you thought you liked. You know, all those things that you had on your heart, you know, getting these new things, these new gadgets, you know, watching these new shows, you know, connecting to this new group, this event, you know, whatever it is that was on your desiring list, your heart, all right? With the 4 of Cups here, your personal need is to stay within your own emotions, bottle up in your own emotions. You're nurturing people by sort of being withdrawn and sort of keeping the same emotional stance that you have. And that's how you're grounding yourself, by really focusing on one thing. But as you're grounding yourself and focusing on one thing, there are things around you that are not being nurtured normally as they would be, okay? So as you're focusing on a project, as you're focusing on a relationship, as you're focusing on just sleeping or anything, there's a dog, there's some plants, there's a car that needs to be washed, or tires, you know, there's a relationship that's not being connected with a lot, there's something that's not being met with proper care as you're focusing on one particular emotion this month, all right? And you're pushing that out in a way because you're trying to stabilize something. You're trying to bring hope to your situation. People see your situation, your financial situation, as being hopeful. As more money is coming in and things start to look like they're being balanced, although things are unbalanced, but it's in the direction of looking very prosperous to being balanced, all right? So it's more money's coming in, you know? The room's a little straighter. Things are organizing up, you know, as your emotions are so fixated on whatever it is that you are desiring to have, you know, whatever it is that you are deeply desiring about. Keeping your mind stable so that way you can build back up your finances here, right? And people see that, right? And you're pushing that out by taking action on it. With the 9 of Swords here, manifesting anxiety because you're looking at your intentions. You're thinking about your intentions. You're questioning your personal integrity, questioning your personal truth, and your intentions and ambitions. Why am I doing this? Or what does it mean to me? You know, things like that. As you're really focused on what it is you desire hard this month, grounding yourself, right? Like the anxiety is in, Virgo. The anxiety, the sleepless nights. You're manifesting throughout the month a few sleepless nights here, right? And that's all because you're really questioning your personal, personal truth. Personal truth here. Questioning your personal truth. You could also manifest a person who brings a lot of anxiety into your life. Make sure you tell Leo that if you see him. Now you have the Six of Swords in the Jupiter position, which is expanding into a whole new way of living almost as you transition past a really nasty situation. It could be a point where a lot of people weren't really focusing on what it is that you wanted them to focus on. And so you decided to pretty much move on. It's someone here that helped you move on, You were really focused on your emotions, and some type of lucky situation came in that allowed you to transition onto a whole new situation, basically, because you kept your emotions strong on you, You pulled your energy and poured your energy into your own cup, right? Focusing on you mostly the hardest. And you sort of pushed into the future a whole transition, persevering past communications that don't serve you, persevering past things that aren't really in your favor, getting something fixed up, connecting with an old friend or someone new, and helping you get into a better life, a better space, a better outcome, right? With the Page of Wands here in the Venus position, Page of Swords in the reverse, right? Page of Swords in the reverse. The person and partner of interest that you're dealing with right now has a lot of things creative on their mind, but they're just lollygagging. It's really small things, really little things that aren't really beneficial to them. They really don't know where to lay their creative space. They really don't have the best ambitions. It's someone who is just into a lot of things that aren't serving them. They could also be a very vulnerable person mentally right now because they're looking for new. They're looking for change. You really want to be a smartass this month, I believe. You want to be a smartass a little bit this month. You not manipulate, but you want to be a little bit of an asshole for the sake of just being it with no hard intentions put behind it. Just because you want a little bit of kicks and giggles. Just know the person of interest you're dealing with right now is a little vulnerable mentally because they're looking for new, they're looking for change. And you're sort of focused more on yourself and closed off and reserved, and they're not really going to find that emotional attention from you. So just be aware of that. They're not going to really feel that from you this month. All right, in the Saturn position, you have the Justice in reverse. So you want to work on balancing out your situations, right? It shows that your work routine, your reality, your realisticness, reality basically, what you're restricting isn't balanced. You're not really restricting anything. You're not really looking at things in a truthful way, So your personal truth or truth itself is not there. Justice and balance is not there. You need to work on putting more balance in your life. You need to work on what's true, what's justified, what is justice itself in the situation, right? You want to restrict yourself from dealing with situations that are very biased, very unsure, very unweighed, like you didn't weigh it together. So if you didn't really calculate it, I wouldn't deal with the situation. I'd hold off on I'd restrict myself from dealing with situations that don't seem right, that aren't really clear, and sort of work on being more truthful, work on being more balanced, every day. Try to stay and maintain a certain level of balance, whether that's saying something to yourself, whether that's not going past a certain spending, whether it's not putting too much energy into something. Although you do have the Four of Cups, so it shows that you might be putting a lot more energy into something more than other things. Try to balance how much you ground yourself with that Four of Cups here, that emotional stability, that depthness of emotional creativity. It shows that you're putting it in one place. And I understand that because you're grounding yourself. You're trying to fix that stability. But if you don't balance things out, you might just stay in the position of fixing it and not actually getting it done. You know, finalizing the fixing part, you know, where it's done or whatever. Anyway, at the end of the day, the Sun position, you have the Six of Pentacles. So things actually look good for you as your energy and your, you know, as you have the Six of Swords going into the future with Jupiter and the Six of Wands and the Six of Coins and the Six of Swords. You look more connected to the world. Your aura is more connected to the world. You are more connected to the world. And you transitioned into a whole new life. You persevered in two ways. You killed two birds with one stone this month, Virgo. This month, Virgo, you killed two birds with one stone. You had an ally that came and helped you. And you reconnected back to a space, but even in a better way that allows you to vibe easily. Resources come in effortlessly. You're able to be much more receptive and connected to the people, the world, nature, your business, what is realistic to you, what makes sense, and it's looking very, very abundantly glorious. Let's go ahead and get a planetary card for you, Virgo. What planet is here for Virgo? Or galaxy, or nebula? What planetary card do we have for Virgo? Oh, Earth. 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 Alright, Earth. Gaia, Tiamat, whatever. So look into Earth, you know, natural things, whatever that means to you. Let's get a number card. We're going to ride it on out, baby. Number card for you, Virgo, is 19, breaking down to a 2. So you might be in the right place at the right time. You might be really connected to something. You might be really connected to yourself or connecting to a deeper part of yourself. Could be a relationship this month. So you could be connecting to a relationship, etc. All right? So, Virgo, this is your monthly November Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for choosing Free Spirit Tarot. If it resonates, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for more videos I do here in the future. Also, check the description below for anything Free Spirit Tarot related. And until next time, Virgo, I will see you next month. You better believe it.